Alright, so how we doing? So this will be my last video for the day before I go to work. And I wanted to make sure that I read the video and the article. It's like an Army Times article, and I saw one again on Google about this incident and make sure I don't misquote anything. Alright, so I'll try to remember as much as I can. So this guy's named Lieutenant Colonel Kane Manzier, okay? That he's going to be charged for adultery, but not just that, ladies and gentlemen, for falsifying deployments and things like medals, and also his accomplishments and so forth, okay, for going on deployments that he didn't go. All right, now this man was deployed, okay? I feel like he was decorated enough. He was commissioned. Oh, and this happened actually in my hometown in Hampton, Virginia, at Langley Air Force Base, where this investigation is ongoing. Okay, so he was commissioned in 2003 in the Army as a second lieutenant, okay? I'm not sure if he went to West Point or not, but he was commissioned. And he went on deployments to Afghanistan in 2011 and 2012. Okay, so I'm not sure what rank he was in. I'm guessing maybe a captain or maybe like a major. Okay, around that, you get around that time in frame, 8-9 years, you're probably maybe a major around that time, or just getting ready to probably get promoted major. But anyway, so he had 2 deployments under his belt. And you fast forward that to 2020, he is a lieutenant colonel, and this guy had like 5 Army commendation medals, 4 meritorious service medals, okay? He had like 3 bronze stars and a silver star, okay? So I'm saying that in order from bottom to top, okay? All right, so the last one I mentioned, the Silver Star, was supposed to be the most important one, okay? And one of the higher ones that you can get after that is the Medal of Honor. There's a few others, but okay. But to be able to get a Silver Star, which is probably, I'm thinking maybe less than 100, okay, over that 20-year time frame. Somebody give me a more accurate amount. But there's not that many Silver Stars or whatever, okay? I've known that several, when I went over there, that won like bronze stars and stuff like that, maybe a couple of Silver Stars, and I think they've given out 4 or 5 Medal of Honors during this campaign, okay, which is going to be wrapping up at the end of the year, the 911 campaign after 20 years. Well, come to find out, well, number one, he was lying on these deployments, okay? And he also went to places allegedly like Mali and Germany, I think like Djibouti, okay? He was lying on some of those deployments just so he could, pull and sleep with women. All right, the man was married to 18 years to his wife, which she did not want to identify herself, okay? And he was dating a woman, I think like 2017, and ended up getting her pregnant, okay? One of his mistresses. All right, so, and the Silver Star, and I think it's a couple of those MSMs or whatever that I mentioned, that he was not qualified to get, or he lied about it, okay? Or he put in false paperwork to get it. So he's going to be tried for adultery and also falsifying other empirical data, so he can get advancement on his career, okay? Because that's what those deployments and those medals mean, okay? And he's facing either a honorable discharge or reduction in rank, okay? If you get a reduction in rank, you can still retire, and they'll give you the rank that you're previously in. So, for example, if he gets court-martialed and they decide they want to reduce him, he'll get reduced to a major, The guy's already gotten 18 years, so I'm thinking probably by the time this court case is over, he's going to be ready to retire anyway, and he'll be retired as a lieutenant colonel. That's how that works, okay? And he'll be lucky if he gets that. That's what I think he's probably going to do, okay? If he's got the right lawyer. I think that's probably going to happen, okay? And they do take adultery very seriously, but they hate even worse. That's just the way it works in the military, that people that's falsifying documents or whatever for advancement. When I was stationed out there in Savannah, Georgia, around Fort Stewart area back in 2002, this guy come in there, he was a sergeant, E5. This dude had let's see here, a Bronze Star, okay, a Pathfinder Award, okay, had MSMs and all that, okay, and come to find out that they investigated this guy, all right, in my unit. He's in my battalion actually at the time. And this guy ended up getting court-martialed for lying about all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this guy had airborne, air assault, and all that. And people was wondering, for him to have all those type of medals, okay, because usually if you have to have a higher rank to get some of those medals, then how come he's a sergeant? That's usually like if you are sergeant first class or master sergeant to get some of those awards. You know what I'm saying? So, unless you did something above and beyond, but you know, it's usually for a higher rank. All right, so that guy ended up getting court-martialed and getting put out of the military. They take that very, very seriously, okay? The military does, all right? So, yeah, and just so you know, he is an Army lieutenant. I just wanted to bring that to you guys, all right? Because at this point in time, you guys are in the military, all right, with this campaign going on, and it's hard it is to get jobs, in the way the military has been exposed, okay, for things like maybe sexual harassment or hazing, beating up people, okay, beating up, let's see, hostages over there in Iraq and all that, okay, mistreatment, women being raped in these training facilities and stuff like that. You do not want a dishonorable discharge. You know, let me be the first to tell you, all right? Either you want to get out honorably, or you probably want to get out medically, all right? If you feel you cannot go on any further, all right, try to get some medical help and get evaluated to see if the military is not for you anymore, and maybe you can get a medical retirement or medical discharge or whatever, where you can still be able to get your benefits. I'm telling you though, all right, you don't want to do that. Do something like get caught smoking weed or something, all right, or do something misconduct wise, all right. I'm talking about something heinous, okay, killing somebody or whatever. And even if you get out, all right, you guys are retired, you can still, if you get into, let's say you retired, you can still get court-martialed and be brought back on active duty. They're retirees. If you do something on base, and they can still put you out dishonorably, as long as you got that military ID card, okay? It applies for you the same way out the street. So you don't want to do anything to mess it up. All right, you see what's going on right now with guys that got out, like the incident in Dallas with the Afghanistan veteran that tried to buck the police, okay, and ended up blowing himself up. Okay, there's been a few incidents like that. So it's just a cautionary tale, just to put out this information or whatever, that don't put yourself in this situation. And let me finish with this. We're talking about moral behavior, okay? I hate to have to bring this up, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway. You know, Paul says in the Bible that when you do things, okay, that you do things with discretion, order, and decency. I'm talking about moral behavior, all right? Because I'm going to mention it to somebody, and I'm done with that person, because I'm not going to subscribe to him anymore. If I were to do something immoral, I'm gonna do it behind closed doors. Let's say if I was to be a sinning man or whatever, okay? Or I'm gonna wait till my podcast is over, and then I'll do whatever it is that I'm gonna do, okay? I don't recommend to my audience to do that, all right, anything and more, because you will have to answer to the Most High, okay? Like somebody I know Saturday night, okay, talking shit, all right, about drunkenness and publicly announcing to everybody that he's out there sipping on some bullshit Colt 45, claiming it's some $200 bottle of Moet, all right? But I'll give you credit, even if it is, all right? This guy's got on $1,500 worth of clothes, a ball cap, $100, $50 ball cap, $300 iceberg t-shirt, $600 pair of jeans, and $400 pair of Jordans. Driving a 20-year-old Chevy Blazer, all right? Staying in the Motel 6. Pretty inconsistent for a baller, all right? Big baller with 6 kids or whatever, all right? When he could take that money and invest it in his children, or maybe things like generational wealth, all right? Yeah, that's right. This message is for you. So that's my little tale for the day about that lieutenant and other things or whatever, okay? And whoever don't like this video, that's not my problem. And I'm done talking about this. You have a good day.